do the intro and we'll jump into it. What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Lost Mine of Phandelver. With us today, we have Wolfcrier playing Wolf the Righteous, Dropadooski playing Dooski the Destroyer, and no, it's Dooski the Dastardly, isn't it? No,
the Dastard.
It's all the same. It's all the same. And then we have Anime Disco playing Sashk the Ranger. And the story so far, all right, the party was in the town of Neverwinter, and looking to make some easy gold, they took on a job to escort a caravan from Neverwinter to the town of Phandelver. On the way, however, they were ambushed by a group of goblins, and after investigating the trail the goblins had left behind, they found their hideout. And that's where we left off. The party was exploring the hideout. They managed to make their way through. They found a bugbear who is presumably the leader of the goblins, and the party had holed themselves up amongst all the stolen goods that the Cragmalls had taken, and that is where we're picking up. The party is just awaking from their rest, and they were going to continue exploring this cave, I believe. Yeah?
You can't prove that.
I can't prove... No, you're right. I can prove nothing.
I don't think I'm 30 feet up anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm on the ground.
Yes, we can fix that.
Unless he went to sleep flying.
At least 10 feet.
Yes.
Can I sleep fly? Is that a thing?
No.
I mean, if I can sleep fly, I'll sleep fly. I'm not gonna,
All right, fellas. Where do we want to go? I believe there's only one way... one way to go. I need a flight tracker. Well, for anybody who's watching, anytime you see that little wing on his token, that's to denote how many tens of feet up he is in the air. So if it's... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, sir. No, just give me a wing, so I'm always 10 feet up.
Okay.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
It's a whirl storm. Hiya, Whirl.
Retro.
So are we going up into the unexplored area, or are we taking our bounty back to town?
Well, that's something we'd have to decide, in game. Or would you like to, or are you asking in game?
In game, I'm asking.
Okay. Well, we haven't got across that bridge, and I'm mighty excited to see what there is there. I'm down for going a little bit further, seeing what there is, and if it doesn't look exciting, we can go back to town.
That sounds good.
What was that town we were going to again?
Phandelver.
Vendelin or Phandelver?
Phandelver. With a PH to confuse you.
Oh. Okay.
Phandelver.
Okay. So what do you say, boys? Shall we cross the bridge?
The Twitch gods think that there's a ton of loot across the bridge.
I'm keen to agree with them. We should definitely cross that bridge.
We should
Are you
cross
going,
the bridge when we come to it.
Up front flying?
Well, yeah. Let's just assume I always am. There's
Agreed.
things up here.
Yeah.
Did we loot these bodies too? Yeah, we looted everything, right?
Yes, you looted all the things.
And I'm carrying his head.
You're carrying
the
a whole
dog's
bunch of
head.
heads.
Usual.
You tied the hair together and you got them strung from your belt. Because they can't fit in your pack yet.
Okay, so this is where you stopped me last time.
That's right. I think I even put a dynamic lighting barrier up so you couldn't go through. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
All right.
So, we don't know what's across this bridge, boys, so we should probably be a little quiet and stay a few feet behind me, and I'll peek around the corner and we'll see what there is.
Agreed.
Sounds good.
So I like to come up to there. Do I see anything like yonder?
Okay.
Probably not.
As you cross over the bridge, the stream passage continues up beyond another set of uneven steps, bending eastward. You can't see anything around the bend, and the sound of the waterfall cascading through the caverns makes it hard to hear anything up ahead.
I would like to proceed further down till I can get a visual around the corner.
Do me a favor, before you do anything,
Yep.
can you roll me a stealth check?
Yes, I can certainly roll you a stealth check once I find the button for it. There we go.
24, okay. That's
Pretty sure I'm a little stealthy.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, go ahead and move your token up around the corner.
All the way around the corner?
Just up to
up to
like
here?
here, and you should be able to have vision far enough.
Yep. As soon as I get there, I'd like to stop and then like motion towards the people behind me and whisper, I see some more goblins around the corner. So prepare your arms. And I'd like to motion them to come up to where I am,
I'm coming.
stealthily.
Okay, Dusky, as you... Oh, hold on, Wolf. Because Dusky started across the bridge, and unfortunately, Sashk flew over the bridge, so he didn't run into this problem. But the rickety bridge is connected by some very sketchy-looking pieces of lumber. And as you, big hulking lizard folk, begin to walk across of it, some of the planks begin to break and fall down. I need you to make a dexterity save, please. I'm going to put you about halfway on the bridge. 19. Okay. So as the planks begin to break, you're able to jump and roll out of the way and land on the other side safely.
Of course.
Foiled again! Darlin Luck is giving inspiration to the first goblin you guys fight in combat. Oh, you are a bit of a bastard, aren't you? Okay.
Does that count if I kill it in one shot?
Yeah.
Does it still get luck? If it's
Okay.
dead.
And now, Wolf, so you're standing here, and you can see now that the bridge is partially destroyed, that there's a lot of the planks are missing after Dusky went tromping through. So what would you like to do?
Would I have heard? I wouldn't have heard it because of the waterfall, right?
Right.
Okay, then I have nothing.
Is there a way to climb up from the other side? Or
Not that you can see. You could probably still make it across the bridge if you proceed carefully.
then I would like to cross the bridge
Oh, so carefully.
as carefully as I can.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. Okay. This is where I would tell you to make another check to try and cross the bridge. Unfortunately, those mischievous trickster gods already interfering with your group. Darlin Luck has gifted each of you a nat 1 on your next roll. So,
Oh, joy.
oh joy, yes. And they say, welcome to the game. So you go to cross the bridge. Nat 1, so obviously we know we were going to fumble. And your leg gets stuck, and you're unable to cross before you make it to the other side. You go tumbling down to the ground 10 feet below, and you are going to take 3, a whopping 3 bludgeoning damage. And this sound, Sashk, is so very loud because he's wearing heavy armor. You know, the bridge collapses, that you can still hear it over the waterfall. And Dusky, you're standing right there, so you see him go down.
Oh, man.
No, Wolf!
Well, if I see him panic, I would come back because I can see drop, so I'd come back to drop to see what's up. Well, before I leave, I can still see the goblins. Do they look like they notice anything?
They did not.
Okay, then yeah, I come to drop and see if I can help. And then as soon as I see my compatriot on the ground, I would like to take out my bit of rope because I got a bunch of rope on me
Okay.
and toss the rope down to my friend Wolf.
Perfectly fine. Yep.
And then the other half to my friend Dusky and then back up because he's stronger than I am.
God.
Right? Dusky, you're
Yes,
strong?
Yes, of course.
Then I would
Small
like
bird
to.
man.
I'm a small bird man compared to you. Okay. Help Wolf up. We got some goblins to slay.
Oh,
Okay.
Wellstorm, why?
Do I need to roll for this?
No. I would say, given your level of strength, it would be sufficiently easy enough. You could just hoist him up with him assisting.
So now we're all up.
Okay. Yep. So you're all up on this ledge now.
Okay. I'd like to sneak around the corner again. See if we can get another view on those goblins. Sneakily.
Okay. You're still avoiding detection, so they haven't seen you yet.
Okay. I'd like to motion drop to go ahead of me so that he can start the combat.
Okay.
And I will reassure him once again, as soon as you hit something, I will launch arrows towards it too.
Can you hit him from there?
I can hit anything I can see. And I can see those goblins.
There's a shitload of them in there, boys.
Yeah.
That's a bit of an understatement.
Oh, joy. Can I move up?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to... Well, god damn it.
Look, you can see more than I can see. If you think we should retreat, I'm down to retreat.
I can see from here... 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
You're the angry man. If you want to rage and go
Give
in,
it to the
All right, I'm gonna rage.
then it's on you.
I'm gonna rage. We're
Can
going.
I
We're doing it.
Okay. All right. So here's what's going to happen.
guidance on him?
Okay.
Sure. All right, but so you guys walk up. Dusky makes no effort to be stealthy, right? He starts he starts raging "Rah!" and runs up. And as soon as you come into range, you see that there is 2 layers to this chamber. Okay, there is this large chamber down here, and you see several bedrolls. It looks like a kind of a common area. And then there is a 30-foot escarpment here, and there are stairs that lead up. At the top of which there is one goblin that seems to be more decorated than all the others. He's wearing a headdress. He's got a necklace of teeth around his neck. And as you walk up, you see him grab a dagger, and he runs over, and he's got a human next to him. He brings the human up to the front. He's holding the dagger to his throat. He says, "Stop! Step closer, and he dies."
None of us are human. Should we care?
You're raging. You do whatever you would do if you're raging, okay? That's all.
You want
I'm
to
following your lead. If you engage combat, I'm engaging in combat. I'm behind
this
you.
human
The
looks
only way to
familiar.
fix this is to kill the human.
Look, I can't see. I can see the human, but I can't hear him. I'm too far back, and I get the waterfalls behind me. Right? You're the only person who heard that. You're raging. It's your call.
Okay.
I have no
Well, if
influence.
I'm raging as a barb, can I still, be democratic here? I can show him the head of the last.
Okay. You
I cut off
certainly
the other dude's
could.
head.
You certainly could, but if you're raging and you don't attack someone or be attacked by someone, your rage will end.
Okay, I want to attack this dude. I'm not
Okay.
this dude. Right.
Okay.
As soon as he starts attacking, I'm
all right.
shooting.
So
at it
so
too.
before you do that, right? Why don't we go ahead? Everybody, roll initiative. Wolf, you were healed for 9 from a benevolent Twitch god. They're not all assholes.
Do I roll normal
Wait,
or
we're all
advantage
full
when you're in
health.
rage?
Wait,
No,
I wasn't full
Wolf
health.
was
We did
not.
full
He
rest.
fell.
what is my?
Oh, right, my bad.
What is my base health?
19. There you go, buddy.
There we go.
All right,
You roll
and
normal or advantage with rage going?
well,
Oh wait, we natural ones these, don't we?
yes, you do. So here's the thing, right? Wolf has used his. Disco and Dusky, you have a nat 1 hanging, and then another benevolent Twitch god has given everybody a nat 20. So once you get through your round of sucking, then things will be
Get
awesome.
around of not sucking. Does initiative just be 1, or is it still my
No, initiative. We don't burn those.
So I have 5 then, right?
And Dusky didn't roll.
Oh,
Need initiative check.
Wait, did I hit the wrong button to not be in the list automatically?
Yes and no. Like,
What button am I supposed to press?
you click on your token, and then there'll be a button in the top left. Yes. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to add all of our goblins, and then I'm going to add this guy as well. And what is his role going to be? Wow. Okay, I'm pretty good at this.
Fuck. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So this goblin, oh my god, you guys. This goblin here, he sees Dusky running, and he's obviously not listening. So he takes his hand and he bludgeons this human in the back of the head and causes him to fall down unconscious. Right? After that, you see him. Let me open up his sheet. You see him pull out a short bow and shoot downwards at Dusky. This is in a check with advantage. Thanks, darling. 15, I believe. Nope, that's a hit. So Dusky, you're gonna take 2 because you're raging.
Okay.
All right. So there's that. That was Yeemik. Now for the rest of the goblins, they are going to swarm around the hostile, angry lizard.
Can I be a whirlwind barb for this one? Or
A whirlwind barb? Well, you are raging, so it's not going to be too bad.
Yeah.
But I have 1, 2, 3, 4 scimitar swipes at Dusky. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 hit. So it's a 4 and a 3. Total of 7.
Okay.
And then the last goblin here, what can he see? Nothing. He doesn't have vision. The last goblin here, he's got a short bow. He's just gonna shoot Dusky. You're the only person he can see. Your teammates are way back there. They're way back.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, you're doing the thing. Take another 3, Dusky.
Okay.
All right, and after that, Dusky, it is your turn. Chance for some vengeance.
Wait.
Okay.
Dusky is a 19?
A 19.
Well, I thought we had nat 1s on our initiative.
No. You don't burn your nats on initiative. We burn them on the good stuff. That's why you're in the tracker at 12.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So when I roll with rage, do I roll normal or
You roll normal.
advantage or disadvantage? How do these buttons work at the top? I'm sorry. I know it's...
Basically, if something lets you roll advantage, then you toggle it to advantage. If nothing is changing how you roll, you just leave it on normal.
All right, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna leave the one behind me because Birdman, shoot him. Okay, and this one in front of me. I'm gonna great sword.
Okay, so you can go ahead and just save your roll because we know it's a nat 1 because somebody was a dick to you. And the consequence for your fumble, you lose your footing while attacking and you fall to the ground, bumping your head. Roll a Constitution save, please. All right, so that's a pass. So you are going to take... You're going to take no damage. It's so small. You would take half because you pass. You take even less than that because you're raging, so don't even worry about it. But you fell down. Now you're prone.
And dusting my shoulders.
Does he not still have movement? Could he not pick himself back up? Or
Oh, he certainly could. He hasn't moved this turn.
But I can't escape, right? If I back up, I get hit. I'll stand up. I want to stand up.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're prone, they get an advantage, or it's an autumn.
It's there in chat. If you're prone, you have disadvantage on your attacks, and attacks against you have advantage.
Yeah, you don't want to be lying down.
And
all right, well, I'm standing up.
Darlin is doing his best just to heal you. They don't want Dusky the dastardly to go down. All right. After that, because you don't have any bonus actions yet, Wolf.
I would like to try to convince the Birdman to just leave. No, I can't do that.
I wink.
I'll still kill him. It's fine.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna need to get closer to Dusky, so I'd like to move right over here, and breath weapon this guy.
Okay, so DC 11, 15-foot cone of cold. So that's going to hit Dusky too, but it's going to hit all 4 of the goblins. You still good with that?
It's for the greater good.
It's for the greater good. Suck it, Dusky.
Dusky can take it.
So Dusky, off the bat, you make your con save first.
Isn't it that I guarantee natural 20 though?
Do you want to use your nat on a con save?
Wait,
No.
Choice?
No, not really. Not really. There are certain things that, like, I'll tell you when you burn it, but usually I say it for attacks because those are the most fun for everybody.
Yes.
But boring stuff like initiative and saves. That's all right. So Dusky passed. You're gonna take 4 cold damage, and now I'm gonna roll for the goblins. Con 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 2 pass, 2 fail. We'll do the failures first. Dead. And dead. And then the other ones.
Damn, look at me kicking ass.
I know, that breath weapon. That was no good.
Totally worth it. That's clutch as fuck.
Alright. Sashk.
I would like to shoot an arrow at the goblin way up top beside the human. I can see him a little bit. Or I'd like to go closer.
Yeah.
And then shoot at this dude right here who's got the human.
Yeah.
Because they can't hit him. Well, Dusty can't hit him. And my friend just killed these other 2 guys, so...
Okay. Because of how you can only see a sliver of him, he's going to have half cover.
Cool. Then that one anyways.
That is correct.
Would you like me to roll anyways? Or like that's
no, you don't have to roll at all. I'm just half cover basically means he gets like a bunch of bonuses to their
AC.
Their AC and sometimes it gives advantage. I was gonna link it, but then I got distracted. Anyway,
that's cool.
So that one, let me go ahead and clear that from your list. And what did the weapon fumble do? Okay, because of your attack, they are now, the goblin up there that you fired on is aware of your position, and he is focused entirely on you, Sashk. He is going to have advantage on attacks against you until the end of the next round.
Cool.
All right, finished?
I can't. My bonus spells. I'm good. Nothing I can do. Nothing I want to do. In my turn.
Okay. All right, Yeemik, the one that you just attacked, he's gonna slide over here, and then I'm gonna check his range because he has a short bow, 30 feet. Boom.
Fuck.
Wonderful. So he is going to attack you with advantage.
I just walked into his.
Oh, what?
Hey,
he missed. He super missed.
Wait, that's even with advantage. Nice.
All right. The goblins are up next. See, this one here is going to just move on over, still adjacent to Dusky. He is going to attack Wolf. This one is going to attack Dusky. So, Wolf, not with advantage. That's my fault. So, 22 is still a hit, but it's only for 3. And then the other one attacking Dusky is a miss. And the last goblin, the one back on the stairs, he's going to fire his short bow also at Wolf. They did not like that breath of yours.
Imagine not.
15 is a miss. Okay, Dusky, it is back to you. While I open this up and see what the hell you just did.
Okay. The guy up to my...
Is there an alive goblin or a dead goblin right here?
Yes.
Okay.
He's standing over the corpse of his friend.
I looked away for a second. Wasn't sure.
This with my greatsword. There's no attacks that I have that hit multiple enemies, right?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
All right, so attacking with the greatsword, you have a natural 20, so you are going to go ahead and burn that now. So in addition to whenever you have a crit, you roll double damage. So instead of 2d6, I want you to roll 2 more d6. Which I think this is all a little overkill.
Do what?
Do you know? In order to roll dice, you can just type. Use the dice roller.
Up here?
Yeah.
D6?
Yep. And then one more.
2.
So, total of 19 damage, which is going to kill this poor little goblin outright. Like, he's a little goblin. He's so small and frail, and you just butchered him, right?
I'm going to pick up his body, rip it in half, and throw it at the dude. The main
Well, in addition to that, okay, because of your critical, you can also make an attempt to try and disarm the other goblin next to you, okay? Now, in order to disarm them, what you have to do is make another attack against the other goblin. If it hits, it will deal no damage, but you would have knocked his weapon away. Okay, that is a hit. So this goblin here no longer has his weapon. And we are going to show that with... that's the grapple. Screw it. Little wrench. He doesn't have his weapon anymore. He's sad. Alright, after that, wolf. I saw the potion. It's here.
Let's see. I think I want to move here. And hit this guy with my mace. That was useful. Oh, wait. Don't I get a nat 20?
Yes, you do. All right. So we'll go ahead and burn that. And roll me another d6.
Where would I roll d6?
In the dice roller on the left. Do you see the bar with your pointer and your... Ooh, dear. All right, Crescent Omen. Cheer with the 1,400 bits, a wondrous item for each member of the party. He's so nice.
All
right, there we go. So 12 damage is going to kill the goblin outright. Again, they're so small and frail. And then you're able to maneuver towards your opponents after attacking. So you get to take a free disengage action. Well, basically, you get to move up to your speed a second time because you're critical. You're so in tune with the ebb and flow of battle.
I'd like to move over there. Just so that I can see Dusky better.
Okay,
Still be at range.
Sashka.
Yeah, I'm sure that buddy I shot last time. Right in his face. This buddy. Right here.
Okay.
With my longbow.
And nat 20.
Yes, sir.
So roll another d8.
Yes, sir. D8.
So 10 damage total. And for the weapon crit, you're able to... Well, same. You actually rolled the same one that Dusky got. You can attack a second time for free. Try and shoot the goblin's weapon out of his hand. You gotta do some... Then. Yep.
Yeah. Is there a way to make it so it doesn't consume an arrow? Or just do it and then put the arrow back?
Well, it would consume an arrow. You're at range.
Oh, okay. You're a good call. Good call.
All right. So 17 is a hit. So he is also disarmed. That's a pretty fine sharpshooting you did there.
Thank you. And I guess I'll move up to yonder. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Alright. Yeemik, this last guy here again, after having his weapon removed from his hand and looking around and seeing how you guys have slaughtered all of his friends, he throws both of his hands into the air. Yeemik will yield! Stop! Stop it! And you see him point at the last remaining goblin, and he shouts something in a language you can't quite understand. It's very harsh, and it sounds like a command. And then the other goblin will also put his hands into the air and drop his weapon. Dusky, seeing this, what would you like to do?
Kill them.
All right, well, you're welcome to do so. and you will, without any hesitation, simply just chops another goblin right in twain. Anything else?
And I'm gonna stay right there in front of him.
Yeah, just stare him
Staring
down.
into his eyes.
What's the protocol on us yelling stuff at each other during the other person's turn?
Technically, you can't, because each round of combat, right? Each round takes place within 6 seconds, and that's not like
6 seconds, right?
It's not like his turn is 6 seconds, your turn is 6 seconds for 12. It's all like stacked simultaneously, happening so very quickly. So the way that you can communicate in combat is you can shout stuff out on your turn.
Okay.
All right, Wolf.
What is left to do? Oh, there is one left back there.
Yep, and he's kneeling on the ground with his hands in the air.
He's kneeling on the ground.
There's also an unconscious human beside him.
Yes.
Can Wolf heal that person too?
Can he heal the human? Of course, yeah.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
I would like to give Dusky another chance to slaughter somebody, so I'm going to go ahead and heal Dusky. So, we'll use Healing Word on Dusky.
Okay, so Dusky heal 4.
Wait, how's all
Isn't this his first spell?
suspended?
No, I just think he never ticked them back. We are... Oh no, it was just the one. My bad.
So I put one back, right? It's back.
Okay, yep. Because you should have 2 still. Alright. And then... that's a bonus action. What would you like to do with your action for the turn?
I get another action.
Yeah, if you look at the description for Healing Word, it's a bonus. So, yeah.
Can I heal from that for 4?
Yep.
So I'm going to slide down here and hit this guy with my my mace.
Yeah.
Boom.
19 is a hit for 6, and that will kill the goblin. He falls to the ground in front of you.
That is how we do it.
Okay, so we're going to clear the tracker. Combat's over. And after all of that, what would you guys like to do?
I'd like to stabilize the unconscious dude real quick before we do anything else.
Okay. No check necessary. He's not in any real danger. He just got knocked out. As you try to rouse him, he eventually just kind of sits up and he opens his eyes and he blinks and he's like, "It's you."
Yeah, it's me. I'd like to loot the bodies. Just like fly away and loot the bodies.
Like, all right, he's good.
Do I recognize
looting
him?
The bodies. Let me see what we have here.
Well, do I recognize him?
He does look awful familiar. You can't quite put your finger on it, though.
If I can't put my finger on it, I'm looting the bodies.
Okay. None of the goblins.
Right, though.
None of the goblins carry anything of importance except for the one that appeared to be the leader. Pugs, thank you, buddy. Yeemik carries a pouch containing 3 golden teeth, each worth about 1 gold piece each, and 15 silver. So, yeah, woo! That's your epic haul here.
So we get.
Well, those clothes. I thought you said he was wearing fancy clothes. I mean, I guess it's goblin clothes.
No. I said he was wearing like a headdress and a necklace of teeth.
I'd like to take his head also.
Oh, yes.
Of course. And we'll divvy up the gold the regular way. 1 gold each, 5 silver. After we've looted the bodies, I'd like to return to the fellow who said, "Hey, it's you," and ask him, "Who might you be?" I seem to now remember your face.
He kind of rubs his head where he was hit, and he's kind of looking down at the ground, but he's still talking to you. He's like, my name is Sildar. I was a guard with Gundren Rockseeker. I met you guys in the tavern in Neverwinter."
How did you get here before us?
He kind of looks at you incredulously. He's like, "Don't you recall? Me and Gundren left ahead of you. We were supposed to meet in Phandelver."
How long have you been stuck in the cave?
I don't know. It couldn't have been too long, but after being in this dark, damp hovel with these treacherous goblins, I can't even comprehend. Hours?
Are you okay? What did they do to you? You don't have to talk about it if you don't want. I don't want to.
Where's the other guy?
You know?
Can I lean in and whisper and say I'm not buying this at all?
Actually, like...
Out here ahead of us, it just sounds fishy.
Well, no, they left before us. But the other guy, Mr. Gundren, Rockseeker, was he not with you?
He hangs his head low. He's like, "I failed my duty as a bodyguard. I was supposed to protect him, but he's been
had one job.
Taken.
Taken? Not by the guys we just killed?
I'm afraid not."
So, the person you were charged to protect was taken by...
Look, man, why are you busting my balls about this? I know, I screwed up, but there were just too many, and I'm past my prime.
Was he taken by goblins as well?
I couldn't see the attackers. They ambushed us in the dark of night.
But you were taken by goblins.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Does he look trustworthy? Do I believe him when he says this?
You can do an insight check to see if he's if
I
you can
would
determine
love to
if he's
do an insight check.
All right. You believe he's telling the truth. I mean, he seems to be genuinely upset that he let Gundren be taken.
And looks a bit roughed up, I'm assuming.
Oh yes. He's got wounds, including other than the one on his head where he was just struck. But you can tell he's been cut across his chest and stomach, and it looks like he's been badly beaten.
Do I see his weapon or weapons anywhere nearby?
No, actually. His sword, his armor, the effects that he had when you met him in Neverwinter, they are missing.
Okay. I'm pretty sure we've explored the majority, if not all, of this cave so far. And we did not see any dwarves. We killed some bugbear type person. You can see his face here. I point at Dusky, who has the head.
Clarg.
There you go.
Yes, he was the bugbear that leads this goblin band. He was the one that ordered them to waylay Gundren.
Do you know who would pay handsomely for the head of him and his dog?
No.
We murdered him. Surely, if you knew his name, he must have some renown as, a bad guy.
Well,
surely someone would pay some sort of bounty, knowing that he's dead.
I would pay you if I had my effects. And he gestures feebly to his empty.
Yes, thanks for reminding me you failed your duty again. That's okay.
Savage,
so it was dark.
Savage.
They didn't know. You didn't see who took him or where they went.
No, I do recall hearing Clarg, that bugbear, saying that he was sent to capture Gundren by the Black Spider.
Black Spider.
black spider. I have no clue what that means, but it surely doesn't sound good.
Perhaps it's a spider.
Who is
Maybe
black?
black?
Oh no!
Yes. I'm not familiar with any large spiders. Maybe it's a sentient small spider. I'm not sure. Anyways, okay. So, are you well enough to travel?
I think
Do you
so.
need a minute? Do you need to rest a little, or like perhaps a short rest, or are we okay if we continue on our way out the cave, back to the road, and then meet up back in the city of Phandelver, where we were charged to meet up?
Phandelin? He's like, I will come with you. I actually have residence in Phandelin.
Perfect. We need to go meet up with the cart man, who we didn't actually get his name. He's very few words, actually.
Very few words. And did the cart make it?
Well, we killed all the goblins we saw. We weren't that far from the town when we came here, and he was going pretty well. He looked well off. He looked like he probably made it, but I would like to find out, actually.
Well, once we get to town, I would guess that he would probably go straight to Barthen's Provisions. That's where he was supposed to take the cart.
Okay. Do you know his name, by chance?
Nah, afraid I don't know. He was just some hired hand.
You're a hired hand. Are you trying to say something?
Let's get going. Sash never stops.
Sash never stops.
I'd like to pass him a torch and say you can at least make yourself useful. And,
I am useful.
Very light.
I am Sildar of the Lord's Alliance. You will see that I can be useful.
Would you like gather one of the goblins' weapons, perhaps?
No,
so you can
that's
defend
okay.
yourself?
Keep him in the back.
I have a torch.
Keep him in the back.
Yeah. Take this torch, find a sword, and when you're ready, I would like to proceed back out the cave.
Aye.
Or back the way we came.
Okay, so you guys, everybody else good? You want to leave the cave? You want to do anything else?
Do we have to? Oh, yeah.
I mean, where we came from, there were no other... If we explored everything we could see, there were no other doorways.
No, there's nothing else in this cave.
Okay, then yes. I'm down for taking... I can just fly down here.
Oh, right. As you are exiting this area, Sildar speaks up. He's like, wait!
Fly back up.
He's like,
I sigh.
I saw something during the ordeal here. The goblin with the feathers, and he kind of makes a gesture on his head. It's like the goblin with the feathers. He had a small cache of things he hid under that there rock.
I'd like to fly over to the rock he pointed at, and then...
You don't want... I can get it. What if something pops out?
That's a good... I'm going to fly a little farther back.
I can take a couple of cuts,
A little bit higher. That was what I was thinking about. Like maybe I point with a stick or something. Poke it with a stick.
Okay.
Actually...
I want to flip the rock.
I was going to say let's get him to do it, but it works.
Okay. Under the rock, you find a small glass vial with a potion. The potion seems to be separated into layers of brown, silver, and gray, almost resembling bands of stone.
Do I recognize it?
No, it looks very strange. You've never seen anything like it in your whole life.
That looks like a potion.
It looks like a potion. And also, under this rock, you find a small silver ring and a small leather pouch.
Okay. Dusky, I say the potion, you should carry it.
Someone else has to carry the potion. The heads I'm carrying might break it when they swing.
You have a pocket. You have good pockets. Do you not trust the construction of your pockets?
I guess.
Your pouches, that's what they're for. Wolf, do you mind carrying the ring? We might as well split it, and then we'll find out what it is when we get to town. And then see who uses what.
Sounds good to me.
Do they look like they're magical in nature?
Well,
the potion probably
Wolf,
is.
as soon as you touch that small silver band, you just feel a little tingly in your arms. It's obvious that it is magical in nature. Squirrel 1210.
Good tingle or bad tingle?
Wondrous item.
Roll a D100 squirrel, and then we'll look up what that is.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound promising.
Yeah, it's just a tingle. You know, this ring is magical.
Cool.
Also,
Would I like to take the pouch?
inside the pouch, you find 33 gold pieces. You see, it's a nice round number.
Lovely. I divvy up the gold, and I pocket the pouch.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Is it a fancy pouch?
It is not a fancy. It's a regular pouch.
A pocket anyways. Can never have too many pouches, fellas.
Hell yeah, more heads. Let's go. So
Okay.
are we getting out of here, or what's going on?
Did you see anything? Did you see anything else in this cave while you were captive, Sildar?
No, sir. That was all.
All
How
right.
do we learn more about this spider?
We could probably inquire in town.
I'm afraid that probably asking in town, like the cockatoo said, that's probably our best bet. I don't can't say I've ever heard of it before.
We're taking it from a bodyguard who got captured by goblins after losing his charge.
Look,
So let's
man,
just.
I am quite advanced in age. I can't be held accountable for this.
Then maybe you should have retired.
I wasn't retired. You hear him talking kind of to himself. I wasn't retired. I don't.
Look, it seems like you're too old for this shit. Is all I'm saying. But that's okay.
Man.
We'll get to town.
Maybe the cockaspiel has a point. I don't know.
Let's just, shall we? Before I go down the rough path, because it is a rough path, right?
Yep.
I would like to the rope we had earlier. Just like, can I fix anything? Or if not, just pass it to Dusky. Have him
Sure.
hold it, and then
I'll
we'll bring
hold it at the
down.
top. They can
Yeah.
go down, and then I'll just tumble down the
Exactly. That's
No,
what
we're
my
just
logic
we're
was.
just gonna fast forward, speed things up. You're able to, through the use of ropes and pittons and all types of whatnot, make it down the rough escarpment here and make your way back to the cave. And so you travel a light distance back. You've never been there to Phandelver. And Phandelver is it's a very small town. Okay, it's not very large in size and stature. Just kind of what is general knowledge about the town. There was no city. There is no formal government. It was more or less just the Rockseeker brothers started mining a nearby mountain, and the town kind of cropped up around the mining operation because workers needed a place to live. It was too far to travel, and so the town it lives in a state of almost squalor. Okay, it's a very rustic area. There's not a lot of materials here, but as you round the rutted track, you emerge from a wooded hillside and you catch your first glimpse of Phandelver. The town consists of maybe 40 or so simple log buildings, some built on an old fieldstone foundation, more old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this has much have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the side of a cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor house on a hill at the eastern end of town. As you approach, you can see children playing on the town green and townsfolk tending to chores or running errands at shops. Many people look up as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by. Upon reaching the town... Hey, Tuba, how's it going? Sorry. Upon reaching the town, you see children playing on... I'm sorry. Sildar seems much more at ease. He turns to you all and he says, "My friends, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint. I'm already well acquainted with the man there. I'll make sure he puts you up on me."
Is the inn called Barthen's Provisions?
No, sir. The inn is another matter entirely. The Stone Hill.
I would like to go to the provisions first, just to make sure Cartman made it in time, made it safely. You know, I worry for him. We did leave them unattended.
Okay. The map you guys are looking at now is just kind of a town map of Phandelver. And I'm going to put your markers on the map. That way, if you guys happen to split up, you can kind of denote where you want to go. Or if you just want to stick together, then it really doesn't matter. But everything is labeled. There should be no vision obstructions unless I fucked up somewhere. But
okay.
Well, I'm covered in blood and carrying tons of heads, so I don't know where to take these.
Before
everybody looks anywhere, at you perfectly normal.
Thinking town hall.
Wait. I look over to Sildar and ask him, okay, before we go in, there's things we'd like to do. First, we need to go to Barthen's Provisions. Secondly, we've got this fancy ring. And I point to Wolf. We would like to have it identified. Do you know where we'd be able to accomplish that in this tent?
I think maybe Sister Garail may be able to assist with that. She's the only magic-y type that I know of in town.
Okay.
Although I wouldn't imagine she would do so for free.
Sure. Okay.
Can't you convince her we just saved your ass?
Or we just dump a bunch of heads on her table.
That was my second question. Would you know?
No, thank you. I'm afraid I'm going to have to charge. What do you think now?
You said you would pay, and you said you had lodging, so I assume you know someone here.
Yes, sir.
We did save your life, and we killed these baddies that you knew. So surely that's community service. Well, I don't know about bringing you back. You kind of let your charge fall, but bring the heads back, that's a community service. Surely.
Yes, Parrot Man. I hear you completely. And I've already said I would pay for your lodgings at the Stonehill. I'll even pay for a round of ale on me.
Okay. You think about as highly of yourself as I think of you, so that seems fair.
All right. So at this point, Sildar kind of rushes off because he's still mostly naked, having been stripped of his armor. So he runs off, and you guys are free to go wherever you would like.
Well, I look to my companions. I say we stop by the provisions first, see if Cartman made it in time, made it safely.
Cartman, that's his name. Did you know that?
Cart-man. He's a man with a cart.
Cartman, the man on the cart. Yep, I got it.
Cartman, yes. We'd like to go check in with Cartman. We are owed 12 gold apiece, right? For that job? That's what we negotiated to?
I think it was 15.
Liar! I have notes.
I say we start with that.
Hits to the head, so I don't really know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, drop. Any objections to making our way to the Barthens first?
No, that sounds great. Let's go.
We'd like to go towards Barthen's Provisions.
Approaching Barthen's, you see that it's probably the largest trading post in the city. Walking inside, the shelves are stocked mostly with ordinary goods and supplies, including backpacks, bedrolls, rope, and rations. The Provisions is open from sunup to sundown, and the first thing that you notice upon walking in is that Barthen's does not stock weapons or armor. And as you enter, you can see a lean and balding human male shopkeeper, roughly 50 years old, greets you in a kindly manner. Oh, hello, folks! How can I help you?
We're actually looking for someone with a cart who came through here possibly last night, hopefully last night.
Yes. Cartman, he arrived yesterday, late. Said something about a goblin attack along the Tribor.
I point to Drop. We took care of the goblins.
Oh, my.
And I hold the head up and just right in front of him, shaking it.
That is a magnificent trophy, sir, if I do say so myself.
You want to buy it?
Sure. I'll have someone taxidermy them, and we'll put them on a plaque, and we'll make a monument in your honor.
Perfect. How much were we talking here?
Well, how many heads do you have there?
It's a great question. Drop, how many did you grab?
Oh, hold on.
I remember the bugbear claw. His pooch.
I think I have 3. I have the goblin,
there's
the dog, and the dogs.
Bugbear.
And the bugbear.
The other dead.
Yeah.
The other dead one.
The other dead. They're all dead. He's like, I think I could venture about a gold in peace. And he holds up one coin.
What was that? Oh, no. If it's only 1 gold, we get to keep the cheeks. It's the best meat, and, we're animals. We like to eat.
They're going to be in the middle of a dungeon. He's just going to be nomming on a goblin's face.
Although they're meeting to mutton chops. Anyways.
And he's like,
So now I'm hungry.
So do you know where Cartman had went, where we can find him? We are owed money.
He delivered the goods.
Okay.
I'm supposed to pay you, I think was the arrangement.
I'm sorry, your name would be?
I'm Barthen.
Oh, that makes sense.
Elmar Barthen.
Elmar. Nice to meet you. I like to...
Nice to meet you, too. And he
Pass him on
holds
my
out
wings.
a hand that shakes with palsy.
I shake his hand with my wing. Not this hand, my wing.
All right. He's like, it's a pleasure. It's so nice.
So it's 12 gold apiece?
Yes. Yeah. Do you have
Plus
the
heads,
promissory
plus the
note?
heads.
Pardon?
The promissory note.
I took up the
Gundren
note.
gave you a note?
I have a note. Still, right?
Do you?
I don't have it in my list, but we were given a note.
Yeah, it was totally there. Okay, so he takes it from you and he holds it up to his face real close and he kind of takes it away and eventually he's like, "Mwah," and he shoves it under a box and he pulls out a little satchel and inside there's not the 36 gold you were anticipating. It is actually 45.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
Is that for the
I don't
heads?
mention it. I just split the gold, 15 apiece.
Yeah. He says Gundren is actually quite a benevolent man. He takes care of us all in town. And he kind of squints at the three of you. He's like, where is Gundren?
Yeah, I was going to say, okay, so in the cave where we killed these lovely goblins, we also found Sildar pretty badly beaten.
Oh no.
He's okay. We secured him, but he says that Gundren had been taken the night prior.
What? That
We don't know
cannot
by
be.
whom, other than we got the name Black Spider.
Oh, you have to help find him. The Phandelver will not survive without the Rock Seekers.
Do you know anything of the Black Spider?
Ragin wants to know, does anyone get to talk or is it just Adam?
I'm going to nudge Adam and say, wait a minute, we're going to need more gold for this.
Of course. We've still got all this gold to spend. We can still gather information.
Just where is the spider? Let's get this done.
I'm afraid I don't know.
Do you know what it is?
I start tapping my elbow, looking right at him.
Well, he is just a rumor, a legend in these parts.
Doesn't even ask about it. You and the other guy, just like an asshole right here.
I'm sorry?
Calm down for a second, Trap.
He looks at you apologetically. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I do to offend the scaly one?
He's just like that. It's okay. A few words. It's easier that way. But Wolf is right. We're gonna need to figure out some compensation if we're gonna go risk our necks again to fight this legend, Spider.
Well, maybe talk to some of the other people around town. They might know a bit more. But
Do you know who we should go see about that?
oh, I do not know. Probably anybody who was close to Gundren. You could talk to Sildar. He may know.
We did that. He's good for nothing.
Oh, I
Tapping
think
the
you're
elbow.
selling
Keep
the man
tapping the
short. He's
No,
actually A wise and noble explorer.
Yes, that's why he let his charge get taken in the night, and then got kidnapped himself by goblins.
Ask him to see his sword next time you see him.
Yeah. His weapons vanished. They're not in the cave. He must have left them back in Neverwinter.
As well.
You could try talking to Harbin. He acts as the local head of government, but everybody knows that the Rockseekers are the ones in charge here.
All right. Can I look around his store? He doesn't have arrows at all, right? Because he doesn't have any weapons.
I don't know. Anything that can be found in this store, if you look in equipment, adventuring gear, anything within that handout is what he would have here. And yes, he would have arrows. It's in the adventuring gear section.
Oops.
Okay.
Lovely.
So as you kind of look around the shop, you can see him. He's standing behind the counter, and he's holding a small silver medallion. It looks like a holy symbol of some kind. And he's wringing his hands, and he's kind of mumbling to himself. He's like, "Oh, I wonder if this has to do with the Phandelver's Pact."
The Phandelver's Pact.
What the hell is that?
Well, surely you've heard of the legend before.
Nope.
Let's say we hadn't.
Well, centuries ago, there was purportedly a cave somewhere in this area. And inside this cave was a font of magical energy. Very potent. It tapped into one of the main ley lines. And inside this cave, there was a forge erected at the pinnacle of the ley line. And with this forge, many magical objects were crafted. Now, the Rockseekers have been making their money mining through the area, but it was rumored that they had found the location of the Phandelver cave. It was all just speculation, though. I mean, surely it's just it's just nonsense, right? Children's stories.
A legend, much like the black spider who took Gundren, I'm sure.
What are you insinuating?
Exactly what you think I'm insinuating. Look, we love adventure and we love gold. Drop just looks like you want to hit something, so...
How much are you going to pay us for it? And I like collecting more heads.
Drop, perhaps we go talk to the government.
I don't know if I could help in this manner. But if you're thirsting for blood, I think I can put you on a job.
Tell us about it.
Well, in addition to all the goblins that like to raid the supply lines between here and Neverwinter, we have a bit of a local problem as well. You see, there's this gang, bandits and ruffians, call themselves the Red Brands and go mucking about wearing big red cloaks. And they've been causing quite the stir in town. They rob, they pillage, they murder the innocent. Just a few weeks ago, they killed poor Halia Elderleaf's husband.
How much? How much per head?
Do we need to gather their heads?
We need to gather their heads.
Just a skull.
Of course.
The skull is less place in our bags.
I'm afraid that I myself may not be able to pay for such a deal, but I know that there are other people around town with more coin than me that would.
Perhaps Harbin?
Aye, maybe Harbin, although he's a bit of a spineless coward, he is.
Okay. Spineless cowards sometimes have money.
We still have to talk to the magical woman about the ring. We can ask her to.
Yes. Would we know if we need to have that ring identified, or if just
okay?
Can we run with it?
The game mechanics for identifying a magic item is one. You can have it identified, which is where someone casts a spell and then they just poof, they tell you what it is. The other way is if you take a long rest and you are holding the object, right? and you spend a portion of the rest focusing on it, thinking about it, caressing it, loving it. At the end of the rest, you'll know what that object is.
A long rest?
You'll also be attuned to it, which the big difference between those two is if you find a magic item and you attune to it, yeah, you know what it is and you can use it, but it could be cursed, and then you might end up cursed as well. Whereas if you use the identify spell, well, you know what it is before you attune to it, and then you don't. And if it's cursed, you'll know that it's cursed. Now, I'll be generous and I'll tell you, I'm not throwing a cursed item at you yet. So,
to clarify, long rest, not short, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to grab a 20 stack of arrows, put them on the table, put a gold piece beside it,
Okay.
and say, I'd like to grab these.
10 seconds.
He takes your coin and he bites it with his whole 3 teeth in his mouth. And he, well, thank you, sir.
How many arrows can I hold, actually? 40, right?
Yeah, if you buy a second quiver, then you hold 40.
Wait, how much? Does he sell quivers? 1 second.
Yes. Should be.
Quiver.
Well, if you gave him a gold, it's enough for a quiver and the arrows.
Really? It says 1 GP for 1 quiver and then a 1 GP for the arrows, too.
And I lied. It's not enough. It's half enough.
Well, then I'd like to put 2 more gold down. Wait. So I bought 20 arrows. That's 1 gold.
Yep.
I'd like to buy a quiver and another 40 arrows.
How many arrows have you used?
Okay, look. It's not about how many I used. It's about, I want to be prepared.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Look, it looks like we're going to fight some bandits and then go to a cave. I want to have arrows and not be concerned with it.
Right.
So second
Arrows
quiver,
for days.
That's why you carry a sword.
So
that's 3 more gold, right?
yes. So let me get this straight. You're filling your 1 quiver. You're buying a second and wearing, like on your hips.
Yeah. I currently have 38 arrows with the 20 stack I bought.
Okay.
So I have room for 2 more in my main quiver, and then second quiver I bought, filling it up with 40 arrows.
Got it, dude. All right.
So I have 78 arrows. And then quiver, is that here too in the list or no?
Yeah, sure. It's 1 gold.
Right, I meant like in my item list, equipment list.
No, I don't think you need to. I mean, you can add it, but their weight is like virtually nothing.
Right. Sounds good.
All right. So where to next?
I don't know. Do you have anywhere you want to be, Drop?
The ring? Did we deal with the ring yet?
Well, we could just sleep with it and leave it to Wolf overnight.
Sleep with
Let's
it.
find out more about
it. I'll hold it. It's meant to
What
be.
about the
let's-
potion?
let's
How do
walk
we find
out.
out about that?
You'd have to ask somebody or drink it.
I'd say let's not drink it.
Chug,
Okay, here's
chug,
what we'll do.
Chug, chug,
Drop.
chug.
You said the potion looks kind of like stony, right? Like a rock formation of some sort.
It is. It has several varying colors: silver, and then brown, and then black, silver, gray, and brown. And it's like whatever elements compose this liquid, they have separated. So it's like the silver is on the top, and then there's the gray, and then there's the brown.
Okay. We can try and look for an alchemist. I poke my head back in the provisions. I yell at Barthen, do you know of any alchemists in town or anyone who would know potions?
Oh no, nothing like that in town, I'm afraid. Maybe ask Sister Garail.
Lovely. We're going to Sister... Sorry, what's her name? Garail?
Garail.
Garail?
Garail.
Garail. God,
Sister
thank you.
G.
Just walk out.
And
So
we
we're
go
going
to
Sister.
town hall to talk about the red cloaks?
Well, do you want your potion first, or... Since the sister is supposed to could also possibly identify...
Let's do that first.
Yeah. Sister Garail would be at Sister Garail's home. Let's go to there. Let's go knock on her door. I suppose.
When you go to the door, there is nobody answering. One of the townsfolk walking by kind of shouts to you, "Hey, are you looking for Sister Garail?" she quiet.
Nope, just knocking on her door.
Yeah, we're looking for. Have you seen her?
She's at the shrine.
The shrine that's like 3 feet to our right.
Yeah.
So she can hear us right now yelling at you. I'd like to
What
look
is this
around.
town?
Wife is throwing shit at me.
If I could notice any females that are
the water,
perking up.
guys.
No, actually, you do not.
So this shrine right here, this is where she is?
Yep. And walking up, calling it a shrine is being very generous. It's a small, circle of stones taken from nearby ruins, in the center of which you can see a statue of a woman who is standing in a very majestic pose, and she's holding what appears to be a multi-sided clover. And as you approach, you find that the shrine is empty. Sister Grail does not seem to be in town at the moment.
I'd like to ask the person who told us that he was here, can I still yell at him? Is she the stone?
He looks at you and shakes
Point the
his
statue?
head. Just
All right,
shakes his
then.
head.
Your name might be...
Me?
Yeah. I'm making a list. People from this town.
Danny. Danny Dunn.
Danny Dumb? Sorry?
Dunn.
Dumb, got it. All right.
Pretty sure it's a dumb.
Thank you for your help, Danny.
Hit the road.
Yeah. If you come back tomorrow, Sister Grail should be here.
We'll be sure to return in the morning. Thank you for your help. Grateful. Fellas, town hall then, I suppose? Or do you want to get cleaned up first?
No. If we go with the blood on us,
Good point.
makes
Good
it look
point.
like we're badasses. Let's go in
And
there.
people say you don't think. Isn't the town hall this building?
New. It's that
just
little
Town
one with
Master's-
the arrow. Mush.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
for
mean,
the
like the
follow,
red
brother.
one right here.
So,
The one I'm on right here.
where are we heading? The town hall? Or did you say you wanted to get cleaned up at the
Well, we want the
Hill?
blood on our bodies to show that we
Yeah,
were,
no.
Yeah, before we sign up for the gig, we got to go in
Later.
right after the battle.
So, walking into the town hall, let me find my notes.
Damn it! Wish we had more heads.
And by walking, you mean flying in, right?
Should have come here first.
Sure. The Townmaster's Hall has sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, a bell tower at the back, and posted on a board next to the front door is a notice written in common. It reads, "Reward. Orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within." The notice bears the town seal and an indecipherable signature.
That looks good.
I look at
That
them.
looks
Maybe
good.
orcs too.
What's
Orcs
this?
standards.
We'll kill the red cloaks and these dudes. Let's just kill everybody.
Yeah, I like
Maybe
the way
that Donnie dumb shit too.
he's a villager. Maybe we leave him for last. If we're gonna do that, we'll do it later.
Burn it all.
Does it look like
so.
the building, the doors are open, or we have to knock, or
No,
take a number?
the door's open. It's a public facility. You just walk in.
I'd like to float on in, then.
All right.
We got Dusky.
Yeah.
Kick the shit in.
Walking in, you find a rather corpulent man, with clean shaven face, balding head, in some rather regalia, some very fine clothing, arguing with Sildar. And it seems that the two of them are having a disagreement. And when you walk in, you can kind of overhear part of the conversation. Sildar is talking with Harbin because... no, it's not Fatmar. He's all the way over in Flan. What are you talking about? Sildar is upset because he wants to find where Gundren is, and he believes that the Red Brands might have something to do with it. And this is where you walk in.
Hear this, right?
Yep.
I'd like to pipe up from behind. Maybe you shouldn't have lost him then.
Oh, it's you again. Hello, bird person. Other people.
All right. Name's Sashk. I didn't introduce myself before. And I'd like to offer a hand to Hunden, not Sildar.
He kind of scowls at you for a second. He's like, what rabble have you brought with you, Sildar?
We actually...
One's on you.
We brought him back, actually, to town.
Yeah, we saved his ass. Did he tell you?
Kind of.
I hear you have a problem.
In a rough spot with some goblins.
And he's like, well, that's all fine and all. And Phandelver is very... And he starts to say all these things, like, Phandelver's so very grateful, and we thank you for your effort. But you can tell, like, he's just kind of going through the motions as, like, a politician would, trying to placate you.
Lovely. We hear of bandits, I guess.
Yes, some people may be complaining about them, but the red brands are of no concern. We should leave them to their devices.
Wait.
And then at this point, Sildar pipes up, "You are a coward, Harbin! You are simply too afraid of retribution!"
I step back and let Drop take over. It seemed like he was into something.
All right, Drop, go ahead.
Stop your shaking. Look at me here. Covered in blood, and then I flick my golden tooth at his head. Dink. We're not scared.
His eyes go wide at this obvious display of gore and aggression. He goes, oh. And what do you propose then, sir? What are you
Point us in
doing?
the direction of these cloaks,
Yeah,
whatever
see.
they are.
Busy.
Point us in the direction of the cloaks.
And fill our purses.
And fill our purses. Yes. Thank you, Sasha. And we'll take care of your problem.
I pick up the tooth and pass it back to him.
He's like, I have nothing to say on the matter of the red brands. I would much prefer if you just let them be.
Okay.
Can I grab him by the shirt and lift him in the air?
Sure.
Who can we talk to that can pay us then? Because you've got a problem here.
Sildar speaks up. I will pay you.
Whoa. The
With
guy
more
who
room and
lost
board?
his sword?
Yes. See, now that he's returned to town, remember he has a residence here. You see, he's
Is he wearing clothes?
He has a set of armor on, and he's got a great sword at his hip. And he opens up a satchel, and he shows it to you. And you see there are a great number of golden coins. And then he says, 500 gold pieces if you can find the location of the Cragmaw Castle and return Gundren to us.
Castle? Oh, hold up. Cragmar Castle?
Yes, you see, I, as a member of the Lord's Alliance, have it under a pretty good suspicion that these Red Brand thugs and that these Cragmaw goblins are working in tandem under this Black Spider fellow. And I think it's in everyone's best interest if we recover Gundren as quickly as possible and return him safely before whoever this is can,
So
reach
that's 500
their
gold
devices.
to get Gundren back? Or is that 500 gold to kill all the bandits and bring back his body alive or dead?
Bring back Gundren.
Okay, so if we can get him in, or get him out, that's good?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Well,
and
we
we
get
have to find the
paid if he
location of the
dies.
castle.
Yes, and that, my friends, is why you must deal with these accursed Red Brands. If they are working with the Cragmaws, maybe they will know where the Cragmaw Castle is.
Wait, the goblins we all killed without interrogating?
That surely couldn't have been all of them.
Well, all the ones we saw. We
Wait.
killed every single one we saw.
Yes,
What
but
if he's already
me
dead?
and Gundren were ambushed by goblins.
Our gold drop.
Oh, yeah,
I want to get paid if he's already dead. If we go and slay all these dudes and come back with all their heads, it's a lot to carry.
We're not bringing back their heads. We're bringing their scalps. Okay, we're done with heads.
Thank you, Pugs. Thank
Unless
you
it's
for
a
the
fancy
biddies,
one.
baby. Appreciate you.
Your pouch can carry many scalps.
All right. You do the negotiating. I just kill things.
Glad we've hammered
Maybe-
out everybody's strengths in the party.
Maybe put down Harbin for a second. He's not looking well. We might need his favor.
I throw him across the room.
Across the room?
Wait.
Well, just a little ways. Just a little ways. You know, he trips a little.
He lands on his rather sizable bottom and pees a little. He's quite intimidated by the 7-foot tall lizard man.
All right, Drop.
My name is Dastardly. What am I going to do?
Dastardly.
All right.
No quarrels with you, brother. We've fought together. I consider you as close as anyone. Wolf, you as well. Wolf, what do you think?
Thank you, Mr. Cockatoo. I appreciate that.
I personally prefer
Wait,
your version
hold up.
of events.
Wolf, 1 second. What did you call me, Harbin? Drop, could you pick him back up?
No, that
real quick?
was Sildar.
That's Sildar.
What did he say?
Excuse
I
me.
pick him up.
What are you doing? Unhand me,
Right in
man.
front of Sash.
Friend.
Why don't we just take his gold now? Cut
No.
his head off.
Okay, wait.
Uh-oh, he's going full murder hobo.
Sorry. Okay. Put him down gently, please. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's not what I.
Okay.
That's not what I meant.
And then I lean in and whisper, remember fear, more money. Come on.
500 gold. Return customers dropped. We'll get to that later. If he's alive, he can pay us 500 gold twice. Okay. So, my name is Sashk. I offer him a hand. Let's just start fresh.
I got to apologize. I've been raging for days, okay? It's coming down.
true.
The adrenaline's coming down. Let's talk about this one more time.
We slayed a lot of goblins. And a bear and a dog. Which were both tasty, by the way, if anyone
We
was
forgot the
curious.
cheeks. Did we?
Did we?
The cheek negotiation?
Don't worry about
Let's go.
it. Okay, so... What about those orcs?
Harbin speaks up. Oh, yes. If you would like to inquire about the orcs, sir.
Yeah.
The orcs have purportedly set up camp. And you can see he's like shaking, and he keeps giving Drewski the side eye. And he says
Spit out.
they set up near the Tribor, near the Wyvern Tor. It's 100 gold pieces to any group that can take care of them. Kill them, chase them away. Just make it so that they are no longer harassing the good people of Phandelver.
So,
We only kill. So
to be clear, orcs are a problem, but bandits aren't a problem.
No, you don't understand. These bandits are just the misled and wayward youth. They will grow out of it.
And murdering your townsfolk, including, from what I understand, an upstanding husband of one of your villagers, most recently. Does his life mean nothing to you?
How dare you? How dare you insinuate such a thing? I would never. No, the problem simply is that if we do not antagonize the Red Brands, then they have no reason to enact violence upon our good town.
They're bandits. That's what they do.
Can I whisper to my party here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's getting some kickbacks here. Let's just go
Yeah.
over that.
That the kickbacks were implied as soon as he said, "Don't worry about it.
Let's go.
It's okay. We'll deal with the bandits too." We'll talk with Sildar about the bandit. Sildar seems to have issues with them. We'll be okay. Okay, so I turn back to Harbin. How much was it again that you would pay us for getting rid of these orcs?
100 gold pieces from the city's coffers.
Per orc?
No.
For our entire troubles.
For
of
the party,
removing
yes.
The orc. 100 gold.
100 gold pieces is quite a lot of money.
Do you know how many orcs there are?
I have...
Roughly.
There can't be more than one or two.
There's only 2 orcs? And you need us.
Let's go.
With 2 orcs? Look,
Let's go.
okay. Make it 120 and we'll make it a priority.
Roll persuasion check.
Yeah, I can do that. Persuasion. Switch over to chat. That's not good.
All right. So he looks at you.
Do I get an advantage because of his intimidation of drop? Because he's intimidated?
No. So he looks at you, And he's like, I'm afraid I cannot give you a single coin more. But what I will do is I will reduce the price to 75 gold, and I will give you a potion of healing from my personal supply.
I do fall down often.
Half up front?
Oh, I'm afraid I simply can't do that. You are not the only mercenary group that has taken this offer.
We've proven ourselves. Sildar's proof of that.
You've killed goblins. What is a goblin compared to an orc?
It's not killing goblins. It's killing goblins and getting Sildar out safely.
I'm sorry. I just simply am not authorized to pay anybody in advance.
And would you like their heads back as proof? Their Johnsons? Their arms, legs?
You see, he turns kind of green at that, and he's like, "Oh, no. Please don't. I'd rather not be confronted with anything so ghastly."
So you just take our word for it?
I'm bringing them.
We're bringing you their heads, okay? We'll come back. So you say they're out east?
Did I say that? Sure, to the east.
You said camp near Orventor.
Yep, to head east on the Triboard Trail, sir. That's where you'll find them, near the Wyvern Tor.
Yep. Sounds good. I look over to Sildar. So 500 gold for these bandits. I think we're going to take care of these orcs real quick. Maybe tomorrow. We do need a rest after, getting you back here safely. Which you did say you had us.
Oh yes, sir. I have already talked with the good people at the Stonehill. They got you all squared away for the night.
Each are on separate rooms, I hope.
Oh, I'm sorry. That just was not economically feasible.
At least 2 rooms, right?
He kind of looks down at the ground and shakes his head.
At least 3 beds, right?
No, sir. Single bed.
So, to be clear, you're offering us 500 gold to return your friend, but your own life is worth 1 bed and a round of...
It's a roof over your head, some ale in your belly, and some food as well. I mean, isn't that more than plenty? You're adventurers, right? You can sleep on the ground.
In exchange for your life? No, you're right. We actually agree ourselves. This seems like appropriate compensation.
I'm glad we are agreed. You're a good man, Birdman.
I turn to my companions. That seems reasonable. I say we take him up on his drink.
Go.
I agree.
Go sleep, and in the morning look for the sister. Unless you guys had anywhere you needed to stop by, clean your swords. I turn back over to Sildar. Bathhouse.
Unfortunately, we do not have anything so luxurious as a bathhouse here in Phandelver.
Are there at least accommodations in the hovel that you found for us to sleep in tonight?
There is a well behind the stone hill. You're more than welcome to scoop some water out and kind of splash about and clean up in there.
No need for me. I'm okay.
Oh, you're just gonna lick it off like a cat?
Fine.
Or
bummer for you guys because there's only 1 bed. But let's go.
Bummer. He's just gonna jump in the bed right away and get blood and gore all over it. Hey, you coming in?
Let's just go. Is Sildar coming with us? I ask.
He shakes his head and waves you away. He's like, "No, I'm afraid I have other business to attend to." But
where are we headed?
The Stonehill. It's just up the road to the north. And if you need me, my home is just here to the south. You'll be able to find me simply enough.
I'm sure we will.
Alright. And then heading into the Stonehill Inn. That would make me an evil penny. In the center of the town stands a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you with mild curiosity. As you walk in, the proprietor is a short, friendly young dwarf with a long, luxurious beard. And you walk in, he greets you. Hey! More friends to join us during the drinking hour. How are you? Come on, take a seat.
Hello, sir. Very friendly.
He's like, hi, of course, it's good for business to be friendly, my friend.
Don't worry about it, guys. I'm always nice to the guy who has the beer.
Don't
I do believe we were promised drinks on the house, or not on the house, but on our buddy Sildar.
Hi, yes, of course. Here, and he holds out 3 gigantic mugs and starts pouring this very thick ale into it. You can see little bits of debris in it.
Should we take a table?
A table? No! Pull up a chair here at the bar. Love to hear your tale. Tell me, what great adventure are you on?
You know, saving Sildar. Got some orcs we gotta slay. Got some bandits to slay. Got some ales to slay. And I push my drink over to the other 2.
Oh, what's the matter? You don't plan on not drinking.
I don't fly and drink.
Well, it's a good thing that you've been accommodated tonight. So, go ahead, drink to your heart's content, and then sleep it off here upstairs.
Thank you. I leave the drink with the other 2.
I'll drink it.
Dusky looks like he definitely used the drink.
Needs more than one.
Yeah. And then, I look at my compatriots. Closing thoughts?
So, we head out in the morning?
Wait.
Agreed.
I looked at the bartender.
Where are you headed?
Well, that's lovely that you ask. We would like to... Do you know anything about the orcs? Towards the east?
Orcs.
Near Wyventor?
Well, one of my regulars, his name is Lenar. He's a miner here. He said that orc raiders have been seen on the eastern end of the Tribor. And I heard that the townmaster was supposed to be looking for someone to run them off.
Have you heard roughly how many orcs to expect?
I'm afraid not, friend. Tanar is a bit of a screw loose, and he said there was at least 50 of them, but I know that can't be true.
Okay, reliable information. Thank you. 50 orcs. We're definitely not being paid enough, friends.
Unfortunately,
50 orcs.
Shask, you've been gifted a nat 1 for not drinking your ale. It's such poor manners.
Cool. Nat 1 on what? We're going to have to roll for sleep? Okay.
You never know. It'll bite you when you least expect it.
Do you know anything of the Cragmar Castle?
Cragmar what now?
Castle. It's a castle with bandits in it. It's where our lovely Gundren has been taken, possibly.
And he starts scratching his long and luxurious beard. He's like,
does he...
Can't say I've heard anything of the ilk.
Does he react when I say Gundren had been taken?
Gundren?
Did he react? Visibly react when I said that?
Yeah, his eyes go wide with shock, and you can see a pang of sadness. It's like, oh no, that's terrible news indeed.
That's why...
Ease your mind. We're going to cut off
every bed
up there and bring him back.
I do hope so. If you're looking for assistance... Oh, you got 2 nat 1s? 2 nat 1s for not drinking? Oh my god. You guys are...
Be a theme,
oh, he did, yeah. Darlin Luck, nat 1 for being a responsible bird, and then Gizmo Storm, nat 1 for not drinking.
Okay, well, this is going to be a theme throughout the entire campaign. Let's not stop by. We have to go to taverns. It's just, anyways.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so there you go. 2 nat 1s for Disco, and then he looks at you. He's like, oh, maybe talk to Eatermath. He keeps an orchard on the southern end of town. He was a former adventurer. Maybe he's heard something about them orcs.
Eatermath. But the orcs, about the bandits who took...
Didn't you just ask me about some orcs? I thought that you did.
Yeah, and in the bandit camp, Cragmar Castle.
And
he
by
does
south,
this all the time.
I totally meant that way. Not south.
Too many things. Orcs first.
Okay. Castle, we asked about that. Okay. Sister Gariel. Do you know where she might have gone off to, or
is that the lass who oversees the Shrine of Luck?
What shrine?
Well, she wasn't seeing any Shrine of Luck today when we passed by, but yes.
Well, I heard that the lady who keeps the shrine, I heard that she had left town a few days ago.
Days ago.
Aye.
Didn't the dude just at the house say it was in the backyard?
Yeah.
Man, that guy.
What was
His name is
again?
Danny Dunn.
Oh, you can't trust a thing Danny Dumb says. There's a reason we call him that, you know.
We pay no mind to his warnings. Okay, so you say she's been gone for a few days? That's lovely, okay.
Aye. Something about some business off in the woods nearby. I would expect her to return. Seeing how she has to keep the shrine and all.
Do you know which direction?
That she went? Aye, not the foggiest. She never exactly hung out with us.
Do you happen to know if the wooded area, or if to the east towards the Wyvern Tor?
No.
If that's wooded area at all?
Afraid not, sir. I don't know. Dark
Lovely.
Mage Arcanist, thank you for the resub, buddy. 9 months.
Cool. Sorry, drop you were going to say?
Wait now. Do you have any other rooms open besides the one that was given to us?
Yes?
Is there something wrong with the room that was
I'd like to get another
Wait.
room.
Wait. There
I'd
are
like to
more
pay
rooms?
for another room.
Why did we only get
for my
one room?
companions here? Because I'm covered in blood and I like it that way.
My wings are really soft. I was going to offer to be a pillow, but that's okay. If you don't want that, I don't understand.
That's precious.
I did.
I got free cuddles.
And I've been a hard ass all day. I'm sorry, guys.
I figured you could use
Starting
the
to like
soft
my
pillow,
companions here.
He's like,
but no, it's okay.
he's like, give me a second, and he turns around, he starts counting keys that are hanging from hooks behind him. And he's like, and he turns around, and he looks at the patrons sitting around drinking, and he's like, I think I can swing it. Here you go. And he just gives you another pair of keys. He's like, I like your face, and I like the cut of your jib. You can just have the room.
Put it on Sildar's tab.
Tab?
Yeah,
What tab?
you should get some compensation for that.
Yeah,
Wait.
put it on
He didn't
Sildar's
pay
tab.
you at all? He hasn't paid you at all.
I owe the man a favor.
Well, he owes us his life, so...
Charge him.
Well, if you are a friend of Sildar, you are a friend of mine. You're welcome to
That is
stay here
precisely
anytime
what we
at a
do.
reduced rate.
Is a
That's
great
exactly
word.
how I would define our relationship with Sildar. Wolf.
Is there
Many
food here,
thanks.
or are we still eating rotten horse? I don't remember.
I've got plenty of horse.
Do you need
we've
food?
got the-
I can prepare you some food.
Bacon?
Bacon.
Afraid not. Unfortunately, since the damned goblins have been raiding all of our supplies coming from Neverwinter, the only thing that we have in great abundance is cabbage and potato. So I can
I'll
make
stick
you
with the
some
rotten
cabbage and potato soup.
I'm going to have some horse upstairs.
I think I'd
like to go
rather
to
have
my
the
room.
horse as well.
Take the key. Which one of you would like to bunk up?
I shall join you.
Yeah, I'll stay alone.
Friend.
Lovely.
All right, cue
I
the
snore
smooth
in it,
jazz.
But I suppose we go call it a night. And Wolf, you've got the ring. Are you going to attune to it, or do you don't trust
I'm
it?
going to attune to it.
Okay.
I trust
Then I'm pretty sure that's all we got for the night. So
it has
Okay.
chosen me.
And there it is. That ring is a ring of evasion. Has 3 charges, and it regains 1d3 charges at dawn each day. When you fail a dex save while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend a charge and succeed on that save instead. It's a pretty neat ring.
Sweet.
All right. So, one thing I want to point out: if you look at the top, it says "requires attunement."
Yep.
In order to attune to an item, you have to do just what Wolf did: hold the item, talk to it, caress it, and at the end of the rest, you are attuned to that item. You can only ever be attuned to 3 items at a time. So there are magic items that do not require attunement, but all the best ones do. And I'm sure you'll find a great many magical items throughout the course of the adventure, but you just have to remember that you can only attune to 3 at a time.
Alrighty. So, where does this go?
The way that I always do it is I'm going to open up your sheet and I'll add this one on here. Is
Awesome.
I always just add it in here as like a new entry under your feats. So Ring of Evasion. And then for source, we're going to put other wondrous item. And then the text. Bam. And then we'll put here Ring of Evasion charge. Oh no, I was typing. Ring of Evasion charges. You have. Oh no! Stop it, Wolf. we work on the same page.
Sorry.
All right, so you see it here, little box under the middle right-hand side. Ring of Evasion charges.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you can tick down whenever you use them. So there you go. All right, now I'm closing your sheet. You're free to do whatever you want to do. A what save? A dexterity save. And for those in chat who were curious, a dexterity save is often used in response to like a spell or a trap. You know, usually whenever something bad happens, it'll be like make a dex save to try and jump out of the way, or you know, like earlier when when Dusky almost fell off the bridge, he had to make a dex save to try and jump out of the way before he fell and got wrecked. Okay.
How much longer does Strap have?
About 10 minutes.
Okay. Do we want to call it right now? Because I mean, you're taking a rest, and then we can pick up next week. All right. We woke up from the inn, and now we're gonna go do the thing.
That sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me,
I'm
too.
Dealing with some work type of stuff.
Okay. All right. Thanks for coming and hanging out, everybody. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, also make sure to check out everybody here. Adam A. Disco, Wolf Crier, Drop a Dusky, all Twitch streamers on their own channels. Although I'm pretty sure you all know that already. And one of my lovely mods is going to post those links into the chat. Thank you much. Also, if you like D&D, you enjoyed the game that we played here today, look under the channel. There's a scheduled event, shows you all the different days we play D&D and what games we're playing. So definitely check that out as well. And I will see you guys tomorrow. See you later.
Thank you very much.